Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another video. Today we're doing something different. We are on Project Apex's league driver testing game. They made an announcement about a few races going ahead. Their season is starting soon. So I thought, why not? Go ahead, give it a try, see how fast I am. Try out the new chassis, which I've heard tons of things about, but we're going to discover everything out together. So from what I've heard, this chassis is pretty oversteery, and as I do a little cheeky move to get out of the pit lane. But yeah, we're in Magny course, as you can see, and yeah, the chassis is pretty oversteery. Yeah, it's definitely not like that in the main game. But we move on. I use the RS for the first time in this game. But yeah, as you can see, the car is a bit different. I don't know if it's just the camera. I don't think it should be a different model, but the camera is definitely in a different position. And the handling is also definitely, as I invalidate my lap, the handling is also very much different. It's definitely not as oversteering in the main game. But we move on through the fast corners, which was the most difficult one to manage in this track. But we move on. Soon you'll be able to see my first valid lap time as we go through the final few corners to begin our new lap. And as you can see, I have made some new graphics for this video, so if you do like them, do give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. So as you can see, the timer has started. We have the sectors over there and the times. So yeah, as you can see, first sector, purple. Quickest first sector, but that's because we haven't set a lap time just yet. So we move on. Sector 1 is purple, and we go through this fast left-handed, and yeah, obviously that ended up in a crash. Yeah, as I said, the cars are really oversteery and very hard to manage. As you can see, yeah, we invalidated our first lap, but now this is my second lap, and we're going towards the same corner. And I think I'll be losing the car once again here to invalidate once again because of track limits. But in the next corner, you'll be able to see what's so different about this chassis. The major big difference is that this chassis has lockups. Lockups basically keep you from turning when braking, which means you basically have to brake in a straight line and then turn, which brings realism, but yeah. That's the key big difference about Project Apex's league chassis. Moving on, this is my first valid lap, and the counter has begun. Going again into turn number 1, 2 right now, shifting down to 6th, almost losing it right there from oversteer again, but thankfully we saved it one more time. Using ERS and DRS right about now. Going into the hardest braking zone of the track, I believe. And you know, that was not too bad. Not too bad at all. It's a yellow sector, but I think it was okay. Moving on to the fast right, I have discovered that I need to stay as straight as possible in order to not lose the car through there. And I think I did that pretty much well. Well is the word to take. Here we go. This is the hardest corner of the track. That was a freaking pain in the ass for me to do right and not invalidate. But here we go. Purple sector. Purple sector second. Also, these graphics were made by me. They don't have to do anything with Project Apex. But yeah, as you saw, we pretty much messed up the final few corners. And that's 1:14.2. There is much more time to be found, both in Sector 3 and everywhere else. But the next few laps that followed were invalidation after invalidation, after invalidation, after invalidation, and after invalidation. I realized that I had reached my maximum capacity and I took a small break. But I came back. After 10-15 minutes, I spawned a new car and I left the pits. The lap you'll be seeing right now is the lap that was the best out of this session. Going through into turn number 1 and now number 2. Number 1 has a bit of a slippery surface. You'll be able to feel it if you join the game. But yeah, we manage it perfectly, and we're going down to, again, the hardest braking zone of the track. Speed trap says 205 miles an hour. And yeah, I think we pretty much nailed that corner. But again, it's a yellow sector, but still, I think it's one of my quickest. Going through this turn, absolutely perfectly, absolutely nailing this one too. Moving on to this hardest corner of the track, as I pretty much almost lose it, but 165 miles an hour through the corner, that was absolutely perfected. Second sector was purple as expected. Going into the final turns where it's not too hard to mess up, but we don't mess up, we lift up just a bit. We crossed the line for a 1:12.9, which was a pretty good lap time if you ask me. I'll take that. I'll very much take that. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was a fun one to make, especially the graphics were really fun to make. If you're looking forward to more videos like this, make sure to subscribe, and if any team boss sees this video, you know where to find me. But until the next time, stay safe and bye-bye.